Good afternoon. Welcome. It is Today in the W. Today is Tuesday, August 5th. Tuesday, August 5th. 5 games in the W, 1 day off. And we're trying to get back at it. Last week was a great week. We picked up about 7 units. We're trying to get to it again. We got 5 games, including one with the reigning WNBA champs, New York Liberty. But before we get started, if you guys can please like the video, retweet, go over to my YouTube, Sports with Flow. Leave some love there. Leave some comments, some likes. And share. And let me know what plays you guys are on today. Let me know how you're feeling today. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you're safe wherever this video may find you. I hope you're in good spirits. Yeah, it's up on a Tuesday in the WNBA. We got 3 games at 10 o'clock, so we're gonna be up late tonight. But let's get started today. First game on the docket: the New York Liberty, the Dallas Wings at Barclays. New York gets off the schneid. Before last Sunday, they had lost 4 in a row. And then Sabrina Ionescu went insane in Connecticut. So she goes insane. Liberty pick up the win. They end that road trip. They get back home to New York. Last game was also the start of Wnba we saw in the starting 5. So that was like really nice to see. Like watching her like really being like kind of finding her way in the offense is really nice. I like that. I like the connectivity. I like the mid-range shot. I like how she's such a great passer, just like so skilled. Like you could just see it off rip. Doesn't even know the scheme and off rip. Dallas, they come into this one having lost 2 games in a row. Their last one was about like a week and a half ago against the New York Liberty. So the Liberty looking for some payback. And this one, over-under is very healthy. 176 in this one. So I'll give you a couple thoughts that I have on this one. I have a 1/2 unit play and I have a bunch of leans in this one. My half unit play is I like Paige Becker's PR, 21.5. I'll be honest with you. We saw Paige cook up this Liberty defense. I think the defense is still figuring things out with Wnba in the starting 5. I think Emma's very talented, but I do think there's a drop-off in the rim protection and the protection on pick-and-roll defense with Wnba in there and not having Breanna Stewart. I'd also just like the ability for like Paige in this spot. Like this just feels like a big stage. I like having like the future Hall of Famer stud in Paige Becker's her first game in the Barclays Center. Went to UConn. There's going to be fans that make the trip down to Brooklyn to go see her play against the New York Liberty. I just like marquee on marquee, Paige versus Sabrina. And this should have a really nice pace. This is pace 1 versus pace 5. Liberty, the fastest pace team in the W right now. So I love the fact that I could get Paige. She could get up and down. I really like the fact that she should get her own shot. I think the rebounds are sneaky for Paige. Guards snatching rebounds against the New York Liberty has been the new thing with Breanna Stewart out. So I like Paige in the spot a ton. So I grabbed half a unit for the PR. That's all I took for this one. I did use Sabrina Ionescu's rebounds on a lay. I'll say that one for the cord. I think that Sabrina, obviously, she only had 4 rebounds against Dallas last time they played. But Dallas is a team that is like funnel heavy to rebounds to guards, 3rd most in the W. Watching back the last matchup with these two teams, Sabrina easily could have had 6, 7, maybe even 8 in that game. She ends on 4, majority coming in the second half. If you watch that game, first half, Dallas couldn't miss. They shot, I want to say, over like 56%. Like they were insane. So there was, can't get rebounds. All the teams I'm missing. And 2, in the second half, I just thought that she got to 4, and in the cord, we had her for the 5, but like there was like 5 was right there. Like a couple shots that just wouldn't miss. A couple times when they did miss, the ball bounced the other way. When the ball did bounce her way. I remember one time Phoebe skied over her. Another time, Cloud took it away from her. So I think Sabrina Ionescu's rebounds is one that I definitely really like. It's at 5.5, so I use that on a lay. I fully expect Chris Kloklanis, head coach of the Wings, I fully expect he's going to trap Sabrina every single time she like comes off that screen because she loves to call for that screen with John Quell Jones. So what I'm expecting to happen here is I'm expecting like her RA to go stupid here. Her RA, I want to say, is let's look at it instead of guessing because, all these lines just move. I'll just go so crazy. Let me see really quick. What is Sabrina's RA? Sabrina's RA today is 11.5 plus money. Okay, maybe that falls to 10.5. If that falls to 10.5, I love that. 11.5 is that kind of like a coin flip because like I know Chris Kloklanis will trap Sabrina every single time today. Like Sabrina just put on a master class in Connecticut. He saw that. Whole WNBA saw that. So I think Sabrina's going to be trapped a whole bunch. I wish we had Wnba assist today. Like, I wish they would just give us like a 2.5 line. or maybe a 4 assist line plus money. Because Emma, like, I love the way they're using her. She's like, she gets like Sabrina may get like a bunch of hockey assists because it may be just like dump off to Emma who finds John Quell, which leads me. I really like John Quell in the spot too. It's at 16.5. It's a touch high. Like if you force me to, I'd go there. I wish it was 15.5 or 15 because like I think like with Emma, you have someone that can like get John Quell the ball in her spots and like who's like a now they have a third very talented passer on the floor. Like Phoebus is cool, but I think like between Cloud, Sabrina, and now Emma, like John Quell can get the ball in her spots, and if she gets it down low, she's just gonna bully this front line. So I really like John Quell in the spot. I like Sabrina on the RA. I like Paige on the PR. I obviously didn't take it all. Please don't take it all. It's a game with 11-point spread now. It opened at 9.5. Another one which I like, and I put it on a lay, and I didn't take it as a straight, but I may end up taking it as a straight because there's just certain players I just see play the New York Liberty, and it happens almost every single time. It was minus 113. It's now minus 146. It's Enrique 2 threes. For one, whenever you see Enrique's threes at 1.5, you have my attention, and I'm not looking. And Enrique, for whatever reason, just finds a way more times than not to hit 2 threes against the Liberty. To get you the number on Enrique, because like the volume is what scares you. Because I think she's coming off a game where she only took 1 3. She took 1 3-pointer, and the game before that she took 3. I will say those are 2 good 3-point defenses in the Dream and the Fever, and then the game before that she had 2 against the Liberty, 2 of 7 shooting. Just against the Liberty, period. If you look at the chart, it's astounding. It goes beyond the last 10, but in the last 10, she's 9 for 10 to 2 threes, and she's attempted 7 threes in 9 of the 10. So I don't know. I sometimes you're too close to it. Like I just think that as a Liberty fan, it's like I've seen Enrique line those 2 threes up like every single time we played. So I'm like, why would she not line them up tonight? Like Dejanay's not there, and that also means this is the first game of Diamond Miller, which I'm really excited to see on like a non-betting tip. Like, how's that look with Diamond? Is Chris Kilclanis smart enough to employ a lineup that has Diamond and Paige running the fast break together? Because I think that's a masterful pairing. Like, I would love to just see like Diamond, Segrist with Paige, with Leah Rue, get some athletes out there, get some shooting out there. And like, it's not a good team, but it's definitely a team that's going to be like really fun to watch. So really interested to see how they use Diamond Miller. How much does she play? Because, you know, in a week or two, I'm here for these Diamond Miller points because they should play her. She's super talented. I think that being in that Minnesota system, like she had a year off with injury, and like this year she doesn't get to play as much. But like I think that like she's probably learned a ton under Cheryl Reeve, under Nafisa Collar in that system. When I did see her play with the Lynx, like a lot of times it'd be like, hey, if you're out there playing well, we'll give you extended run. Other times you're just being a reserve role, getting maybe 12, 15 minutes. But I saw a player who's like fast, speedy, great defensively, but like more composed. Like on offense, the shot looks better. It looks like the form is better. She looks like she's more in her element. Like when she first came into the league, I noticed like she was like so just like too energetic, like a human Red Bull. Like you love to see it, but you're like, man, calm down. So I love Diamond Miller eventually down the line here with this Wings team. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. But to wrap up my favorite looks on this game, give me Paige on the big stage. Paige PR, 21.5. Always got to back my girl Paige. She's cold. She's going to want to put on a show. With the UConn fans making the trip down to Barclays and the New York City. She's a big stage player. So, yeah, give me Paige. Game on NBA TV. Not quite ESPN or ABC, but it's on NBA TV. So, yeah, Paige, show out tonight. Ball out tonight. I like Sabrina R.A. John Quell's points is a touch high, but I do like John Quell. And Enrique on the threes. I think that could be, like, really interesting. I wish we had Emma Misam in assist line. I know she may only play, like, 16 to 18 minutes. That's cool. Emma could get me 3. It's the Dallas Swing. She could get me 3. But I highly doubt we're going to get Emma line maybe like 10 minutes before the tip, if anything, but I highly doubt it. So that was just a thought out loud. So we're about just under 10 minutes in. Please like the video, leave a comment, drop some plays what you like. Lord knows we've got plenty of games tonight, and they all probably start at 10 o'clock. Thanks, Kathy. And yeah, and also you can check out all the plays at the House of Stims. We'll load it up for today. We already got 2 plays for tomorrow. I'm looking for tomorrow's kind of long shot. I got to watch back that Valkyries Aces game because we only have 1 game tomorrow. Sheets will drop for that soon later on. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Let's hit some comments. Okay. We got some retweet. And my guy, Only Money Bag Justin, appreciate you pulling up. I'm on Page rebounds. Yeah, I like those rebounds, bro. It's always tough with guard rebounds because I was on a lay on Sunday. I had Marina Mabry's rebounds against the Liberty. And just like the variance of like where the ball bounces sometimes, like you could feel like such like a bozo. Like, oh, why was my 1 unit play the rebounds? But we also had those Sabrina rebounds. You could be like, hey man, this is awesome. Sabrina had, I want to say, five in the second quarter. Like, hey man, cash us out of this game. That was a great Sunday. Shout out to everybody in the chat and the court, man. Always love the vibes, always love chopping it up. Because like that game started off magical. It started with a Sabrina first basket, and it started with a Sabrina rebounds. I have a first basket lean for this game is Jonquel and Sabrina, but I don't want to be too overexposed because I already have so much action with all these games. So I can't take like every first basket and every play and everything. But like that was my like lean for this game. I didn't mention that earlier on. My guy Mark, Flo for commissioner. That's right. Start the movement. Make me the commissioner. I would have this league right. But yeah, the next 3 days are going to be brutal with sleep because of, I'm on the East Coast. So these games not going to end until 12, 12:30. Then like you're going to need to decompress for like 30, 40 minutes. You'll be in bed by like 1:15. Like, thanks, Kathy. How do you feel about the total and the spread? Don't have a feel on the total, but I'll say about the spread. I think I'm not the spread guy. That's my guy, Crispy Cappin. Y'all should tap in with the OG over there. Crispy Cappin, like, if he says take a spread, I'm taking a spread. If he says take a total, I'm taking a total. My gut feeling is that the Wings can keep this close enough because I do think that, like, the Liberty, like, their defense stinks, but I don't feel like the Liberty are fully the Liberty yet, and the defense isn't, like, great, and that's their calling card. But, like, I wouldn't take it. I don't have, like, a lean on the spread either way. Like, that's just like a thought that I had, but like I wouldn't have enough confidence to like take it to the bank or take it to the cashier's check or anything like that. And let's comment, Cole Stein. Let's have a date. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Thanks for showing out. Thanks for showing me love. I appreciate y'all, all of y'all. 800 strong on a Tuesday afternoon. I know it's not easy. I know everyone's working. I know it's start to the week, but I appreciate everybody for showing love. Page for 20. Hell yeah, I can see that. I took the PR, but I thought about strongly on the boost today using Paige's 20 points. I could definitely see her hit 20 points today. I love Paige tonight. I just think Paige just strikes me as like she understands moments, she understands stages, and she's cold. And it's Paige versus Sabrina. I have a weird feeling we're going to be seeing and hearing about that matchup for a very long time. Paige versus Sabrina. I just have a weird feeling like it's going to be fun every single time we see it. So, heck yeah, love Paige. Thoughts on Haley Jones' 10 points? I don't love it, to be honest, because Segrist is going to be like full go here. We have Emma Meesum in lines. Do they have an assist line? Give me a second here. Hold on. I don't see an assist line, but they have her 10 points. I don't love it, to be honest, because I know she has been hitting it recently, but Segrist is back there, and you figure she'll eat some usage. Diamond Miller's in there. Like, I don't expect her to play like 20 minutes, but you figure like she was a centerpiece of the Dejanay trade, so she has to get at least 15 to 18. So I'm not the biggest fan of it, I'll be honest with you. Like, could she do it again? Sure, but I just think that, like, it's like when you have a low usage player like Haley Jones, like, you need her to be shooting an on one to get to the 10. So 10 feels like a low number, but like it's not that low when you figure like how many shots is she gonna get? Like recently, let me pull up her box scores. Haley, yeah, so Haley's been doing pretty much like 23, 31 minutes, getting 7-8 shots a game. That's fair. It just feels like she's going to have like 5-6 shots, and you need her to make the shots. And if she doesn't, there's not going to be a ton of usage there. So that's where I'm at with that one. Cloud for 6 assists. I think that's a solid look. I do like Sabrina more because I just feel like I've seen this story before with this Wings defense, and when they have these like for example, like a Kelsey Mitchell type who's like going to have the ball, trying to like get busy or the boop beep, off the dribble, trying to get loose on the perimeter, and they're gonna send help, and they're like gonna have to dish it off. I think that's like Sabrina. Like I could see Sabrina do like a 6x6 with rebounds, assists. I could see her also doing like an 8x8. So I could see Cloud hit it, but I like Sabrina more. Hey, my guy, you said Paige PR. Yeah, 21.5. I want to say is the number it's at. Yeah, 21.5. I like Paige tonight. I only did it for half a unit because I'm like, there's no way I'm watching this game and not taking Paige. Like, it's Paige on prime time. She's on the Barclays. Like, this is one of the biggest stages in the WNBA. Like, I'm taking Paige. Like, the end, done. So, and last, what's the looks for the 3:10 p.m. games? You got to stick around for the program to hear about the 3:10 p.m. games. We're up now to second game of the night, which is Mystics and Sky, my favorite team in the league to dunk on. The Chicago Sky, they're 7.5-point dogs. Ariel Atkins is in. listening to Tyler Marsh, it sounds like she'll be on some kind of minutes restriction because he said the same uh verbiage he used with Angel Reese, like, oh, we don't want to do anything crazy. And then Angel ran 30 minutes. But the difference is he said something like reconditioning. So I'm like, okay. So I do think that we'll get maybe like 20 Ariel Atkins minutes. I wish I knew how many minutes she was playing. I don't want to trust Tyler Marshall on a game with on a night with 5 games because her 10 points are minus 132. You talk about Haley Jones, just give me Ariel Atkins if I got to take someone for 10 points. Minus 132 for 10. Obviously, she'll be guarded by Brittany Sykes. Not an easy matchup, but you have like the revenge angle against the Mystics here. You have the fact that no Angel Reese again. Hopefully everything is all good with Angel Reese because she didn't practice today, not because of the back, but because of illness. So hopefully everything's right there. But yeah, I think Ariel Atkins will have plenty of shots to get to 10. Like, make shots, like, easy. It'll be a tough matchup, but like, who else is going to shoot on this team? I love Camila Cardoso on the double here. Minus 120 now, open at plus 100. I think that, like, we've been banging on that sky under. I think they still could hit the under today. It's just like I intentionally didn't take it because I'm like, if Atkins is in there and now and Sevgi Uzin, who I've talked about in past streams about, I don't think she's the greatest point guard, but I think she's a capable point guard. And we saw her in stretches in that Mercury game, like, she does what she does. She's like a veteran, like, reminds me of like Pablo Prigioni, like, can get you in and out of sets, like, solid point guard. It's way better than the alternative like Rachel Benham or Haley Van Lith or whoever they were putting at point guard. Like, she's solid. So do I think that the under will hit? Yes, but I also think that the Sky might be competent. I think this guy can like keep this kind of close. Like, the Mystics aren't like this tough team. Like, they play good ball at times, but the defense lets you down at times too. The play I love the most in this game, I can't give you at the line I gave it, but I love Sonia Citron, People's R. Love. It was my favorite. Someone asked me on the court, what was my favorite play of the day? It was between this and Anissa Mora. It opened at 17.5. I understand that the rebounds have not been there the last 2 games for Sonia, but I do think that she has upside to get to those because she's had 3 games against the Mystics. 2 when she had 8, and I think that the last one she had 2. But I think the rebounds will be right back there again. Last time they played the Sky, it was just kind of like a schematic thing because I want to say like Shakira Austin got into foul trouble, and because of that, they went to like Kiki with like 4 wings where they had like Emily Enksler out there, or they'll put Dolson, but Dolson doesn't rebound. But like when it's Kiki, Shakira versus like Chicago, like, I think that if there was those 2 out there, I think you would have seen her grab like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 rebounds. So I think that the rebounds will be there. The points I love because Chicago is getting absolutely shredded on the interior. I want to say, let me go to my notes here instead of guessing. 1 second. I wrote this whole thing up. So Chicago is giving up over the last 8 games. They're a top 5 in fast break points allowed. They're allowing the most points in the restricted areas, most field goals, and the 4th highest field goal percent in the restricted area. Even though she's a wing, one of Sonia's best attributes is she can get downhill. She can hit you with the spot up, which the Sky obviously give up. They bleed 3-pointers. She can get downhill too and finish at the cup. Also, Rebecca Allen's going to play. She wasn't on the injury report. She rolled her ankle pretty rough at the end of that Mercury game last game. And like, even though she'll play, and I'm not saying she's a lockdown defender, she's a capable defender and she's a solid defender. We've seen in the past. So I think that she's going to be like a little ding. So I just think that like you just have fresh legs and Sonia Citron who can get up and down on the break, score with ease, be a hybrid turbo athlete. Obviously, you have the whole, the Chicago Sky could have had Sonia Citron angle. I don't know if that factors in. I don't know if she cares about it. I don't know if she thinks about it. I just know that she's played this team 3 times this year and has a PR over 20 in all 3 games and has done it fluently with ease. The first 2 games, she had like 8 rebounds. There was some points and rebounds. The last game, she only had 2 rebounds, but she did it with the points. She was lethal from deep, getting active on the break. So I love Sonia Citron in this one. I think she should get active. I love that PR. It's 18.5. The way I'm wired, I can't give you an 18.5 when I was telling everybody to take 17.5. It's just me. It's one off, but like in the W, janky things happen. You could get hooked crazy. I love that one. I love Cardoso. And I think that you should be able to see what's Kiki and Shakira at. Shakira's at 15.5. Kiki's at 12. I think you should be able to see that Kiki just get to 12 points. Like, it could be a tough sledding with Kiki sometimes because like she'll get like great looks and then she'll like smoke some lays or get some open. Like, I think she's going to get like open middies. She'll get some open lays, but I think Kiki should be able to get to 12 points. I'm not taking all of it, obviously. So Yeah, I think that this is gonna actually be like a solid game potentially. Like I know this guy get blown out a bunch, but like they're at home. It's 7.5. We'll see how much Ariel Atkins plays. If she gives them 22 to 25 minutes, I don't see why this guy can't just keep this close for like 3.5 quarters, and we'll see how it ends. I expect the Mystics to win this one, but yeah, in this spot, give me Sonia Citron. I love Sonia Citron a ton in this one. And the wagon of Camila Cardoso and those double doubles when Angel Reese isn't there. Camila, I want to say, it's 2 double doubles against the Mystics already this year. She should be able to pile up another one. The rebounds should all be right there. Her size is overwhelming down low. I also think the fact that Ariel Atkins in there, I don't know if you could go to like 20, but like Camilla, the scoring should be easier because she was having to initiate some offense when they had like Sevgi and Van Lith and Banham triggering the offense. Like now, like the Sky, if you squint your eyes, kind of look like not the worst team to ever play in the WNBA and just like a mediocre team, which is a massive step up for where they've been the last couple of weeks. So yeah, that's what I got in this one. Sonia Citron, ball out one more time in Chicago. That's a 8 o'clock tip. Lean on a first basket for this one. Now that Ariel Atkins is in, I didn't figure. Okay, is Camilla at 420 and Atkins at 950. I gotta look at this one. I think I might take this one. That's not official yet. You gotta be in the court, but like this is one of those like if Atkins was in, I was like, okay, I can actually potentially take a first basket here because like if there's no point guard on this team, like sure, the Sky will win the tip, but most times they're not. They're gonna throw it out of bounds or just miss the shot or chuck a 20-footer to beat the shot clock. Like disgraceful offense. We'll see what Tyler Marsh does. I don't want anything to do with him and trusting Ariel Atkins minutes tonight, though. So that is the second game down. Please like the video, leave a comment, and go over to my YouTube at Sports with Flow. Subscribe, leave a comment there. It's good for the algorithm. It helps me out. We've won some money together. Let's do it again tonight. It's a beautiful night to be great. Let's keep going. Let's hit some comments. Donald Mack, I locked in Morrow Boards and Sonia PR immediately. Great play, my boy Cabo Flow. My guy Donald Mack, appreciate you, bro. Day one support right there. Appreciate you, my guy. Always appreciate the love, man. Like, let's keep going. Last month was great. Last week was really good. Let's keep going, man. No rest. No rest. It's only the first week of August. We can't get content just yet. Hayden C. Bill, Sonia points always comes down to the wire. She's constantly sweaty. She does, but I do like Sonia in the SWAT a ton. You know, it's got the narrative, it's got the matchup, it's got all the elements for me in this one. Kiki double. I can't call it either way. I'll be honest with you. I can't call it. There's going to be a lot of missed shots, so there's going to be a lot of rebound opportunities. But between her and Shakira Austin, I can see either one of them get a double-double. I also can see both of them get a double-double. I can't really call it, to be honest with you. And Beverly Road No Hills just signed the paperwork Giannis. I don't know if you're talking about if Giannis going trade or whatever, but I don't know. Yeah. So let's hit the third game. Third game up. 1 second. Third game up. Fever and Sparks, probably my favorite game of the night. Should be high voltage, should be high flying. The total was 178.5. What did it open at? 1 second. Because it's up to 179, which is like, that is insane. That's an insane total. The total opened at 174.5. It's been bet up to 179 right now. So my graphic that I put together all of 15 minutes ago is already outdated. This one, there's a bunch of things I'm looking for in this one. I like Aaliyah Boston in the spot on the PR. Leah has had 6 straight double-doubles. I want to say she's had 2 double-doubles against the Sparks. She had one blow-up game with like 21 points, I want to say, and like was masterful. She had another game against the Sparks where she's under on the PR, but she was like 4 for 13 shooting. I had her that game. It was just like I love Aaliyah. Aaliyah's an amazing player. She just has these games where she's just like off. Like she just misses bunnies. She misses the midi that she's like has that money midi. I like her in the spot a ton. I think that she should be able to just like bully this front line of the Sparks. It's like not really putting up any kind of resistance like at all. I just think that like Aaliyah's on her right now. She really impressed me in that Seattle game, like defensively, offensively, like doing a little bit of everything. Shouts to Aaliyah because I just see like a player transforming here in year 3, like taking that next step. Like she's really just like the conditioning is excellent. The post game is excellent. The passing is excellent. She's blossoming under Stephanie White. Really like Aaliyah in this spot a ton. The one that I love, though, I haven't taken it on a straight, but I love this one, is obviously the revenge spot of your girl, Ari McDonald. It's Ari in LA, the Fresno girl, playing against the team that did her dirty in the LA Sparks that she had some feelings about, who she said earlier this year when she first played the Sparks had 14 points the first time they played, saying it's on site because the LA Sparks get that side out of her. Second time she played, she didn't cover the PA because she just missed some easy shots. She shot, I want to say 3 for 9, had some assists. I think she could go up on the assists here on this one at 5.5. It's at plus money. Shout out to my guy, Andrew Wade. Ari, when she plays 25 plus minutes, I want to say it's 12 plus potentials, and 4 for the last 5 games with 25 plus minutes. That's once again my guy Andrew Wade, who y'all should give a follow, tap in with. He does excellent work. He helps me a ton, so I appreciate him for that. I think Ari's in a great spot, especially she's gonna be her versus Kelsey Plum. Y'all know Kelsey Plum's a cone. Y'all know Kelsey Plum can't stop nobody on defense. Ari's gonna be motivated. The game is in LA. It's gonna have high tempo. The tempo is tempo 2 versus 3. There's gonna be sprinting back and forth, up and down. It's a motivation spot. The Fever come off a great win on the road in prime time against the Storm. Look to keep it coming. The Sparks looking to keep that momentum. They've had 2 great wins. One at the gun against the Liberty. They got another one last game against the Storm in double OT. That was a great game. I'm missing a game here with them because they've had another game between that. 1 second here. Give me a second. Who else did the Sparks play here? They played the Liberty when they lost to the Aces by 15 at home. Back to Leah Boston real quick. This is a small thing. I don't know what it is about that building, but I feel like in that building, I've just seen too many like bigs go off against the Sparks like all year between like NECA, Asia. Fee had a cool game. Shakira Austin had like a 16-point game. Angel Reese went insane on that Sunday. So yeah, I just felt like the thing to do was to take a big. It was between her and Natasha Howard. I do like a ton Natasha Howard's points at 11.5. It's now 12.5 plus money. I had to pick one. I went Boston because 1, I think Boston's a more talented player. But 2, it always scares me with Natasha Howard because it's like Natasha Howard, it just can, she'll give you 3 good games in a game where she just misses a bunch of layups and gets fouls. And before you look up, she has 4 points and you're like, what happened? But Tasha Howard should ball out in this one too. I like her too. I like Aaliyah Boston in this one. On the other side, everything has moved. On the other side, I do like Azare Stevens in this spot a good amount. Like I think that Azare should have like a really nice game. I don't want to say the magic words, but this game feels very SGPable. It's just I already have like so much in play. Rakia last game against the Fever was a sweat to get there. Like she got there in the final like minute of the game, but Rakia could have a nice game, but that's moved up from 13.5 to 14.5. I just think you could just see like a really nice game with like Kelsey Plum. The Fever are a good 3-point defense, but Kelsey Plum has shot over this defense 2 times and had the 3 threes. Like you won't get high volume, but the 3 threes at plus 136 definitely caught my attention. So I just want to get in and out on this one. I just want Aaliyah Boston's on the PR. I think that Aaliyah should have like a very nice game, be very efficient. If you want to go towards the double-double or the 8.5 rebounds, don't blame you. She's coming off 6 straight double-doubles, has double-doubled the Sparks teams twice already this year. Plus 110 is a very nice number. And Ari McDonald, like 15.5 on MGM. I love Ari McDonald. Like I might just take that as a side play because like Ari don't play that. I have a lay in the court. I'll give you all this one. Let me see what it is now. I did on the court, Ari McDonald, 6 assists, Sabrina Ionescu, 6 rebounds. Let me see what that is real quick. We got it at 401. Let me see what that is right now, though. Here we go. 6 dimes from Ari, 6 boards from Sabrina, 349. I like that one. I just think that that's a nice. I did a 0.35 on that one, so I think that could be a nice one because I think that like Ari is like motivation, man. Like motivation. Like you don't have to question Ari's motivation, and she's playing very well. Just to get you like a look at like what she's done recently, I thought like she had a very nice game against like a solid Storm defense on prime time. Like her last like 2 games, 9 assists, 6 assists, 9 points, 15 points, a 27-point effort versus Phoenix the game before that, 10-4 versus the Sky the game prior to that. So I think Ari should have like a nice game today. So I like Ari, I like Aaliyah, I like Rakia, I like Azare. Hopefully this game lives up to the billing because the last time I saw a total this high was Sparks Aces, and that was like supposed to be the game of the century. And then the Sparks got slapped up by the Aces, and that one was over by the middle of the third quarter. And like only like Asia Wilson points hit from that game. And maybe like Jackie Young's assist or points, I want to say, when that game hit, because the game was over. I know that Kelsey Plum was looter in the riot in that one, and she got like her points, like, but like there were a bunch of and ones when the game was over. Shouts to you, Kelsey, for that one. But yeah, 179 total is absolutely absurd. Like, to get to 179, they're basically telling you that they think both these teams are scoring 80 plus, or one of the teams is approaching 90 points. So when I say that, hey man, I like 3 Indiana Fevers, and it sounds crazy, but like, I don't know, maybe like Natasha, Ari, and Aaliyah all go crazy because it's 179 craziness. So we'll hit some comments and we'll tackle the final 2 games on the slate. Where we at here? Let's see here. Wow. Brittany Sykes just got traded to the Storm. That's interesting. Who they got traded for? Zaya Cook to be traded to the Mystics as part of Brittany Sykes. The Storm traded Alicia Clark and a 2026 first-round pick. That feels light. That's interesting. So, yeah, I don't quite get this one for the Mystics. There's got to be another move coming because that feels very light. Like Alicia Clark was like a vet who'll be gone in 1 year, and a 26 first-round pick from the Storm. The Storm are going to be good. I don't quite get this one for the Storm. I'll be honest. And I'll be honest, too. This makes me want to go right back to what you call it. First off, Sonya Citron usage to the moon, because what else did they have? 2, Era Atkins. These 10 points are so free. I'm probably going on the 10 points and be like, Tyler Marsh, you really got to pull a masterclass to not get these 10 points. I'm going to just lock that one in. It's 10 points. Like, my one fear was that Ariel Atkins, that Sykes was going to be there. I'm like, she won't be there. So I'm like, it's 10 points. Like, I don't want to trust Tyler Marsh, but it's 10 freaking points. Let's get 10 points. That's crazy. I don't think that moves the needle enough, but I will say, like, man, that defense of the Storm just got very ferocious very quickly. Like Skylar, Sykes, Gabby, Ezzy, NECA. Defense. Hold on, I gotta put this in the quarter real quick. But I don't quite get this trade for the Mystics. I have always said though, I've always jokingly said the Mystics should trade for Enrique Gunbowale. Well, they need a 2-guard here. I'm gonna connect some dots here. Enrique Gunbowale for Aaliyah Edwards and stuff. Picks something. Kiki's too good. I wouldn't trade Kiki for Enrique. And Shakira Austin's too good. I wouldn't trade Shakira for Enrique. But there's a clear, like, 1-for-1 here. Like, you just got Diamond Miller. Cool. Go get Aaliyah Edwards. Aaliyah, Diamond, Paige, and fill in the 2-guard somewhere at some point. Boom. Done. So that's an interesting trade. I don't know what the hell the Mystics. There's got to be another move coming because, like, I don't get this one, like, at all. Like, at all. That's insane. Hold on. Yeah, I don't get this one, like, at all. That don't make any sense to me. I'll be honest. I don't, like, Alicia Clark and a 26 unless it's like one of those, like, they have someone else's first, and it's like, because like a lot of these teams have other teams first. That's crazy. Thoughts on Rakia and Dearica points? I like both. Dearica should be able to cook up and get down low. Rakia, I like it at 13.5. I'd lean Rakia on that one, but it should be a really good game. Yeah, Sykes got traded. That's crazy. Dearica rebounds look good. I agree. I haven't looked into between Dearica and Stevens. Obviously, Stevens been losing minutes with Brink back. The one I didn't take from that game, but I did think about and look hard, is that Cameron Brink for 1-3. She'll be able to line up at least 2. But there's so much going on today that, like, I did not want to risk the 3s. What else do we got here? Slime got traded to the Storm. Yup. No wonder the lines just went down for the Mystics. Yup. A bunch of comments say Sykes to the Storm, Sykes to the Storm. What you get for the PR for Citron? 17.5. Sutton 4 assists sounded nice. I 100% agree. I love Suge Sutton's assist, and now that Sykes is not in there, the Suge Sutton's assist just like took another bump up. So I love that. Sonya 10 points for sure, maybe 10. Agreed. Her 10 is probably going to be like in the dirt though. So, but I agree. What prop confident are you most confident at the current line for Ari McDonald? 15.5 PA on MGM if I had to pick one. I also like the assist if you want to get spicy, 5.5 plus money. I like that one a ton. All DC, Maryland sports teams literally just give away all the yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Maybe 1 year, then boom, roster change. Sykes heart and soul team. Yeah. And real quick, it's tough to see the Mystics, like they're building. They got a young core that's really promising. But man, it was just yesterday they had like Sykes and Cloud, and that team has so much heart, and they used to fight, and like now they're turning it over. But like they have a ton of talent in there. I don't get this trade. Like, there's got to be more than like what meets the eye here. Citron gets a major bruise. Hell yeah, she does. Yup, Sonya, masterclass, give it to us. They just gave Sonya and Kiki the keys, but I think Enrique Edwards straight. Yeah, bro, that would make too much sense. Too much sense. Like now there's a massive gap. Shug, Enrique, Sonya, Kiki, and Shakira. Sign me up. Thoughts on both Kelseys? Kelsey Mitchell should be able to get busy and get loose. She has a great matchup. Kelsey Plum has a tougher matchup. Don't love it, but she should be able to get loose too as well. But it's not my favorite from the game. My favorite is Aaliyah Boston, and if I had to go to a spark, it'd be like De'Erica or Rakia. Thoughts on Howard PR? Really like the PR. It was between her and Aaliyah Boston, as I outlined earlier. The paint will be wide open. Howard's been playing amazing. She's been getting to her spots. She's been getting downhill. She's been shooting it with confidence. So I love Natasha Howard a ton. They shouldn't trade for her. They still have a guard for the future on IR. LOL. Who's that in reference to? Sykes and Scott are going to try out crazy at each other. Yeah, that defense is going to be ferocious. Howard PR. I like it as a lean. I went Aaliyah Boston, as I mentioned earlier. And what do we like with Azare? If I had to pick an Azare, I'd go with the points. I'll go with the points there. All right, fourth one up is the Lynx and the Storm. The Storm obviously just got Brittany Sykes, so that'll be interesting. I like the Storm on the money line on this one. I didn't take all this, but like I think that this is a great spot for them to get right. They've lost a couple tough games here. They lost in double OT to the Sparks, where they almost had it a couple times, almost pull off the great comeback against the Fever. The Lynx first game without Fee, like they're still a good team with like a great veteran presence, but like I think there's going to be an adjustment period. Obviously everyone's favorite play by now is probably like Jess Shepard. People's are opened at 18.5 and spiked up to 20.5, is now at 19.5. I like it at 19.5. I like the PR. I also think she has assist upside. So if you want to go PRA at 22.5, the Storm are one of the 3 worst rebounding teams of the last 10 games. So I like that. I think her double-double, you got to put that on her lay. It's plus 195. She can easily grab 10. Because against the Storm team, the rebounds will all be right there. But this is a game I think that kind of profiles as like a slow, hideous game. I like the Storm to win. I like Jess Shepard. Didn't want to have too much in this one because I want to sit back and see like what do this version of the Lynx look like. I do think that Alana Smith has scoring upside in this one because the Storm are not stopping anyone in the paint. Natasha Howard is getting down low. Stevens was getting down low. Alana Smith at 11.5. Like I couldn't find the Lynx score that's going up, but I could see being Alana Smith up to 20 points. I really could. So yeah, I like Alana Smith. So just to keep it simple, I like Jess Shepard. I like the Storm to win. I like Alana Smith's points. That's about it. Nothing too crazy on this one. I just think those two are like really interesting, in my opinion. So I'll get some comments if you have any other thoughts. 156.5 total. Yeah, it's just like a tough game because like the Lynx are going to shut down the 3-point line. Skylar's going to have tough sledding. There won't be a ton of assists. I wanted to look at Gabby's rebounds. There's a thought I had for that one at 4.5. It was, but with Fee, the geometry changes. I've learned this lesson firsthand. Like I had someone's rebounds against the Lynx, then Fee sat out, then it changes the geometry of where the ball goes. It's going to be like more like down low instead of like all these threes on like kickouts from Fee. So I can't call the rebound. So it's kind of hard to like cap this whole game. But I do think the Storm are going to win this game. I do like Alana Smith, and I do like Jess Shepard a bunch in this one. Double-double's going to probably be right there too. Mystics made another move. Is it on top of this one? Sika Kone has been waived by the Mystics. Okay. Jess Shepard's a sleeper. I agree. McBride under her points. I could totally see that too. Smith went to Stanford. Thank you for that info. That is very, very, very useful. Appreciate you on that one. And let's hit this last game real quick. Sun and Mercury. I got some thoughts. So obviously, my play of the day on my page is Anissa Morrow's rebounds, the team allowing the most rebounds to forwards, top 2 in rebounds overall. I think that Anissa should like be unleashed in this one. Like it's a 15-point spread. I just need this one to stay fake close for 3.5 quarters when Anissa can just play her 20 plus minutes, stay in that starting lineup. She's been everything. Like her athleticism is insane. Her motor is insane. Like I'd call her Josh Hart, but like she's she's more physically imposing as a four than Josh Hart. Like she has speed. She has, elite athleticism, a motor that never goes cold. And to be honest, it just feels like she just wants it more at times. I love Anissa Morrow in this spot. Anissa Morrow is everything. I love her rebounds. Gave out the 8. It opened at plus 102. We're on that. It's at minus 142. Love Anissa Morrow. Like, I just want to keep it simple. I love Anissa Morrow in this spot. Like, I just think that she just go crazy in a game that's going to have tempo and pace. And obviously, you have to talk about Alyssa Thomas against the Sun one more time. Used to play for the Sun. The assists are at 8.5. Satu's in there. I won't hold you. The 8.5 feel like an autoplay to me because every time Satu and Kyle are in the lineup, like she's been slapping that. I want to say like 6 of 7, and when she slaps it, she's usually over 10. So I love Alyssa Thomas's assist in this one. The Sun have been a stingy defense. They've been tough. They've been feisty. I give them a ton of credit. I think that for the Sun, they're going to need, if they want to keep this one close, they're going to need like Tina Charles to kind of have a solid game here, and the points at 14.5. It'll be a little bit of a tough matchup because the Mercury do shut down the paint. But I think that the Sun just are kind of like this feisty team where like Sanaya Rivers is a dog and she just hounds on the perimeter, and Anissa Morrow plays like her hair's on fire and grabs rebounds and pushes tempo. And then you have Layla Lacan off the bench, who's a really feisty French player who can handle the ball, make some shots, make smart decisions. Then you have Marina Mabry, who can get hot from deep, and brings a lot to the table. Then you have the old head Tina Charles, who's always going to rep for Queens. I'm always going to stand up for Tina. Tina's cold. One leg, Dirk step backs, hook shots in the lane. Everything you need, Tina got you as long as she got some days off, because you know Tina's a little older now, so Tina can't do those back-to-backs or 3 games in 5 days like she used to. But don't get it twisted. Tina is still a bucket, so 14.5. The game just got to stay close. Tina should be able to get to work, but I can't take everything because there's 5 games today, 3 at 10. Thanks, Kathy. But I really like Alyssa Thomas' assist. I like Anissa Morrow on the rebounds. And I don't know what's going on with Satu here. That's kind of like a big theme here. I got to hear the head coaches here, what he has to say. What happened? Like, she played that first half against the Dream. She didn't play that well. She was like, I want to say 4 for 10. And then after that, she just didn't play the second half against the Dream. Then the next game against the Sky, she was out for personal reasons. All of Gambling X or WNBA X was talking about Satu's about to get traded. Is like, what's happening here? So I just want to see which version of Satu we get. Does she come out and like dog it a little bit? Does she come back? Because like this is a very nice matchup. You can get 15 points for minus 140. I just don't know which Satu we're getting. She should be able to get downhill and just punish this interior. But we'll see, Satu. We'll see what time you're on. We'll see if like the coach, if there's like a weird dynamic going on, because maybe like Dewana Bonner's in there. I've heard people say that, and there's too many like cooks in the kitchen, and there's too many forwards, and I don't know what's going on with this team. I just know the vibe feels a little weird right now, so I just got to see what's going on. So just to recap, it's a 15-point spread, and the spread scares me, but I like Anissa Morrow's rebounds a ton. Love them in this game. So that's what I got in Sun and Mercury. Hopefully this one stays close. Very healthy, 169 total. That's all 5 games. What some comments? I'll give you some brief thoughts on tomorrow's Aces Valkyrie game. All right. Morrow, a dog. Yep, I love her style. She's going to be a force. Whether this team's in Connecticut, Boston, wherever she plays for the rest of her career, she's going to be a fan favorite because she brings it every single night. What spreads do you like on tonight's slate? I'm not really a spread guy, but if I had to pick one, I probably would take the Storm. I think the Storm are going to win. Satu threes plus money. Yeah, see, I saw that one too. Satu should have healthy volume. It did scare me a little bit because, like, against the Dream last game, they posted her up like a lot in that first half, and she only took like I want to say like 3 threes, and like one was just like a give up 3. But like I agree, we have the same thought. Like 2 threes feels very, very nice. So I didn't know what was happening there, but I do like that 2 threes for Satu. So yeah, it's 2 threes plus like 118 was at 138. But like how they used it last game, I'm like, oh, this is like completely different. Like she had Alicia Gray on her. She was like posting her up almost like every time down the floor. I'm like, what happened to Satu shooting threes? Mystics now have 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. That's nice. That's really nice. Hopefully they can make another move because like that core has a lot going for it. So Alyssa Thomas assists, moral boards are your favorite from this last game. Yep. I played Satu's all threes, hoping her being at home plus the comments about her motor makes her show up tonight. That's a smooth call. What's your three? Her three are at, wow, 370. Yeah, I don't blame you there. 3 at 370 is very, very nice. So I'm rooting for you. That's a very nice look. The legend Sham in the house, appreciate you. All great looks on a few the same. Make sure y'all like, repost, and subscribe. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Can't wait to tap in this weekend and tackle the games. Make flow commish. Absolutely. And last comment. Azare rebounds at 8.5. Low key like her under. Only thing is fast paced game. A lot of shots should be put up. Yeah, I haven't capped that one, but also Cam Brink. You know, you got to imagine her minutes are only on the rise for that one. Last game before we get up out of here, 45 minutes strong. We have the Valkyrie and the Aces tomorrow, the only game on the board, and it's 159.5. Obviously, like, I'm not breaking news to anyone when I tell you that this Valkyrie's defense is not the same, and it's not the same team as it was earlier in the year. Jackie Young's assists have been going stupid. I went back to Jackie Young's assists for tomorrow. I like Jackie Young a lot in this spot again. And the one thing I really like is obscure. I like Jewel Lloyd's threes because Jewel Lloyd has been relegated to the bench, and when she comes in off that bench, she just pulls threes, and I love that for me, and I love that for her. I think you're getting like 5.6 Jewel Lloyd 3 volume. The 1.5 is at minus 104 right now. The Valkyries are top 3 in 3-pointers allowed, and it's also the fact that like they give up like that spot up look. Like every game, they always like have someone they like designate to like pull off on the help because like obviously with Asia download, they're gonna send help. So it's not gonna be Jack Young, I'd assume. So it's probably gonna be a lot of Jewel Lloyd. We saw last game. She went 4 for 8. She went because I wanted the threes on Sunday, but they never gave it to us before the game, so I didn't get to play. She went 7 for 11 from deep. Before that, 1 of 5 against the Lynx, 2 of 7, 4 of 9. This has since been relegated to the bench. Jewel Lloyd will have all the opportunities to put up 3 and 4 3-pointers. So I like Jewel Lloyd a ton in this spot. I like Jackie Young. I still have to watch back the game because I didn't get a chance to watch any of Ace's Valkyries the last game. I got to listen to Presser, but those are my early thoughts on the game. If you want the long shot for tomorrow, you got to be in the court, got to tap in. And that's all I got. So that wraps up the slate. That's 5 today, 1 tomorrow. Cheat sheets will be coming soon. Let's hit these comments. Let's get out of here. Let's enjoy the day. KG visuals. And man, Mystics literally fighting for that 7th or 8th and just trade Sykes is insane. Literally just turning over. They could have competed and possibly made it out the first round. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was like looking at to make the playoff bets before this happened, and like now you just have like this weird cluster of like the Sparks, the Mystics, and the Sparks, Mystics, and the Valkyries. The Valkyries, no Kayla Thornton is huge. Mo Bill's out for a couple weeks. Now the Mystics are down Sykes. So is this like who's gonna step up and take the 8th seat? Like, I don't know. Like, if I had to call it, maybe the Sparks. I like the mojo they have going, but I'm not here to trust the LA Sparks. Heck no. But yeah, I agree. It's interesting times in the W, man. I feel like Liberty blows out Dallas, especially without their defensive anchor Dijonay. I could see that. The Liberty just like do not feel the same right now, but I could definitely see that's a revenge spot. But the Liberty defense still leaves a lot to be desired right now. Like, the rebounding is still very poor, and with Wnba in there, like, it's going to take an adjustment period. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this one goes. Everyone, that was fun. Next time we have like a trade or whatever that like breaks like that, I'm probably just gonna pop up and we're just gonna have a stream and just like talk about it because like that was fun. I don't know what the Mystics are doing. There's got to be a corresponding move with this one because like if it's just Alicia Clark in the first, like, is this a locker room thing? Like, did Sykes request the trade? Like, I don't quite get this one. Love it for the Storm. I mean, I don't think the Storm are true title contenders, but you know, I don't know. I think like the WNBA clearly breaks that like top tiers like Lynx here, Liberty there, then like a little cluster of like Mercury, Storm. Am I forgetting anyone? Mercury, Storm. If Caitlin Clark comes back, the Fever got to be in there too. So like you never know with these things. It's like, when do you catch this team? Like there's a scenario where like, you know, maybe you just avoid the Liberty in round 2, or I don't know. But I just know, and with Breonna Stewart's leg injury, she should be fine, but you don't know. So I thought it was a very interesting move by the Storm. I like this one for them a lot. Their identity is going to be lockdown defense, and they have 2 dogs in that backcourt who early in the comments are going to try hard and be crazy. So yeah, what a move. Love this league. I just wish the commissioner loved it too. And last comment, low-key love Wnba for 10. In a couple weeks, that line will be no more. She's the truth. People just not hip unless they were watching international play. I like Emma for the 10 too, or just like how many minutes is she gonna get and will she shoot? You know, she scared me a little bit because she's like she wasn't as aggressive, maybe because it was the first game, but like Emma for the 10 does feel nice. I gotta look more into that one. All right, everyone. I appreciate everyone for tapping in. Hit me in the cord if you have any thoughts or questions. Let's have a night. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.